It just it's like discouraging, bro, when like, I don't know, people with motion can just skip and then like go to the front, bro, and not have to suffer, you know what I'm saying?
You just proved you can't create content in that environment. Went to these streamer university auditions thinking that they were genuinely going to get accepted into streaming university by auditioning in person, when that's just simply not the case.
I've been 8 since 5 a.m. You're keeping humans in a classroom for 5 hours.
Bro, that shit called school, gang. Let me just tell you that now. Having you in a classroom for 5 hours, it's called school. Alright? It really ain't that bad, to be honest with you. You got air conditioning. I hope you brought some water. You should be good, my boy. Like, for real, for real. Like, you ain't gonna die, bitch.
It feels wild to be talking about why so many people are already upset with Streamer University 2, especially when the actual university part has not even started yet.
Yeah,
the auditions and applications are already underway though, and that seems to have sparked a wave of reactions from creators across the board.
Sunday, June 21st.
From smaller streamers to bigger names, plenty of people have been voicing complaints about the new Streamer U format, especially the audition stage, and how Cenat is reportedly handling things. I wanted to go through some of the most dramatic claims that certain creators made, along with a few of the rebuttals from larger creators like Lacey, who basically called a lot of the smaller streamers talking about this lazy. But I do not want to drag this out too much. Let us start from the beginning. So how did we even end up here in the first place?
Everybody been grinding. Since I've been off, I've literally been hawking everybody. Anything streaming related, whoever being consistent, whoever is not, I literally see it. If you acting like yo getting accepted and you did it, your ass coming. If you got AI posters, your ass coming.
If you have somehow been off the internet lately and missed it, Streamer University is coming back in a much bigger format. In the past, Cenat would reportedly have people send in online applications, then hop on stream and look through some of them, mostly for a few laughs and a couple of easy clips here and there. Now though, it seems like he is taking a very different route, with live auditions happening at a time that has people talking. He is inviting creators from places like New York, ATL, and even LA, where there are tons of up-and-coming content creators trying their best to get face-to-face with Cenat and show why they should be part of Streamer University Part 2.
That's LA, right? Yeah, that look like LA.
You guys are proud, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it real quick. Yeah. I would have camped all night, but I had work. And also, it doesn't look like anybody's first online. It looks like it's just a whole crazy crowd. It's like Knicks and 6. It's like a Knicks game 7. That was in the chat though. Shout out everybody on this line. Blessings. I hope we all make it.
While there are plenty of positives here, it is hard to ignore that Streamer University Part 2 seems to be drawing more attention, more people trying to get in, and a much bigger reach than it had last year. At the same time, a lot of people seem genuinely frustrated with how things are unfolding right now. And once again, the university itself has not even launched yet. There is no official date for any of that. Right now, all anyone has are these auditions, which have already drawn a fair amount of criticism. From the complaints I have heard online, some of them do not sound especially solid. Still, I do not want to dismiss anyone's experience because the whole event does look like a major opportunity, especially coming from someone like me, who is only commenting on it from the outside. So I wanted to bring you some of the opinions shared by people who were actually there, starting with the New York experience, which was the very first Streamer U audition. And that New York audition is where a lot of the conversation really started to shift. What people were seeing online was not just another creator event. It was the first real test of how this new version of Streamer University was going to work in practice. That is why the reactions mattered so much, because once the clips started circulating, viewers began breaking down every detail, from the way people were selected to how the whole process felt to those on the outside. Some viewers saw it as an exciting opportunity, while others felt the setup raised a few questions, and that split in opinion is exactly what kept the discussion moving. A lot of the frustration online was not even about the idea itself, but about the way it was being handled and the tone people thought it gave off. So before getting into who said what, it helps to understand why this first audition became such a big talking point in the first place.
You posted this super short notice New York City in-person application for Streamer University that started at 1 p.m. I dropped everything, painted you this big of one Streamer University Cenat painting. Got to the spot at 10:30. It's now 6:30. So me and hundreds of other people stood in the sun for, what is 10? That's 2 8 hours just for you to end this. Mad people are outside, feet hurting, backs hurting, knees hurting, haven't ate, haven't drank, been in the sun all day, but we all are out here chasing our dreams, following you, and you dip. And I know you had a board or a team that you were doing this with, that you were like figuring out who's gonna make it into Streamer University in person or whatever. So if you really, really needed to dip, you could have had your team continue to see people at least like you streamed for 8 hours. You didn't even do these tryouts for 8 hours or whatever you want to call them. It was mad short notice. Everybody came out.
Hearing some of these complaints, it does sound pretty intense. If people really had to stand in line for 8 hours in the blazing sun.
See, the thing is, so I went to this. All right, let me give y'all a little clarification. So I went to the Streamer University in New York, right? I got there maybe like 9 o'clock, 9:30. But I only knew about that because some guy was there the very second that Kai posted it. He said he was scrolling through his Instagram and he seen Kai posted it, and it just so happened that he was already on that same block and he stood there. That was at like 1:30 p.m. on a Thursday. All right, that was 1 p.m. on a Thursday. This shit didn't start for another 1 p.m. the next day, all right? So one person was out there for almost 24 hours, all right? And the thing is, people saying, well, you know, I'm gonna get into it because I think Lacey said it, and I get what Lacey is saying. Hold on. All right, so let me just continue with it because maybe we might get what Lacey said, because I agree with Lacey. I agree with what Lacey said, but I also disagree with what Lacey said. And it's just a whole bunch of these YouTubers and content creators that's already established in what they got to do already. In like the content creating space, they already established, and all I'm hearing on YouTube and Twitch is just negative things about people that just went to the event. Like, I get it, you're supposed to go there and you know, connect and network with other content creators, but Kai never told us, you know, any more detail than, yo, Streamer University 2 tryouts, be here at this time at this location. That's all we got from there. He ain't tell us anything else. He ain't tell us, you know, pretty much any more details about that. And then I'm gonna show you another video that Kai just dropped on his YouTube channel about Streamer University. So I don't have a problem with Kai. I was there. I love the experience. The Streamer University tryouts, or the Streamer University auditions, was a very, very good experience. And I network with everybody. I'm still connected, and I talk to the people who I was in line with almost every day. We talk about new content. We share content. We repost each other's stuff. We comment on each other's stuff. We're I'm trying to get a collaboration going with them, but some of them live in different states because some of these people drove out from different states just to come to New York for the trial. So I'm trying to, you know, network and do collaborations with these people. Like, if you was a content creator and you been doing this shit, that was already clicking to your head immediately. You ain't have to tell people like, yo, if you thought you was really gonna get into Streamer University with Kai being there, and you an idiot, you just need to be there to network and make content with the, like, no fucking shit, bitch. No fucking shit. Like, who do you think we are? You think niggas just started? Wait. Obviously, some people seen that shit and they started making content that day. But some people has been doing content for the past 3 and 4 years. Like, some people's been doing this damn near for 8 years, bro. Almost a decade. Like, no shit we was going to do this. Like, you don't have to tell us that. But Kai was literally just giving false hope and a lack of transparency in what was really going on. Where this wasn't really a tryout, and now I'm starting to see that it really wasn't a tryout because we started to see his friends get in. And that's the thing. Dez went there. Dez got denied. Dez got denied. Lola got denied. Who else got denied? Talil got denied. Funny Mike and DDG didn't get denied. They just gotta wait on standby or something. They ain't get a deny nor an acceptance. Ray got denied. Rakai friend, I forgot who Rakai friend is, but I just seen a video of that nigga just walking straight in the building at the New York one at that too, and I seen him there. He just walked straight in the building, and he got denied off of that shit too. But I'm gonna let this video continue because I got a whole lot to say, but I need my memory refreshed because it's such a whole lot to go over right now. This video is gonna be a minute, and we already almost 11 minutes, 10 minutes in. There's a whole lot I got to say about it, so we just gonna continue.
That would be a rough experience, no question. And from the line I saw, it looked packed. With people standing so close together, it almost felt like a mosh pit, even if that was not how everyone described it. That said, nobody was forced to do that. At no point on any of the flyers or promo materials I saw did Kai say everybody was guaranteed to meet him or get camera time with him. That was never the message I got. It seemed more like an opportunity, a chance for creators to show what they could do. For some, it was a backup incident if they did not get picked for Streamer University. For others, it was a way to get seen in person, so Kai could get a better read on who they are and what they bring to the table.
Exactly.
If you actually got the chance to meet him, it seems like that part was all positives. I am guessing the frustration started for people who did not, but even then there were still some upside moments built into the whole thing. You are outside with a crowd of other content creators who are all trying to turn this into a real career, or at least standing there for hours with the chance to meet Kai Cenat in person. At that point, you would think people would naturally try to make content together, network a little, or at least use the moment to build something. But from the complaints circulating online, it seems like the creators speaking the loudest are not really taking advantage of that part at all.
I seen the internet, people got it fucked up. Like, people were making fucking videos, oh, I never got to see him, or I was standing in line and all this or whatever. But I'm like, bro, if you was smart, you would literally connect with the people in the stream, in the line, no matter who it is, because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
Facts.
Whatever, if you get to meet them, then cool. Because one thing I know, bro, that nigga sees everything, bro. Like, he sees everything. So that's what I'm saying. Tomorrow, I hope it's not just like crazy fest, but like, I genuinely want to stream with the people outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stream with the streamers out there, because you never know. They give the best content than the people that are big streamers. These big streamers be fucking like egotistic, bro. I'm telling you. So,
Yeah.
bro, you link with people and stream with the people that literally want to make content and do shit. That's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna have a good ass time.
See, that's bullshit. Because for one, the flyer said a streaming university audition, not a streaming university network party, bro. I ain't come here to really network. The only person I came here to network with was Cenat, bro. Like, I get it. If I wanted to connect and network and collaborate with other streamers, nigga, I just went to a Facebook group, bro. That ass. Like, do you know how many Facebook groups I'm in where I connect and we in follow pages and we do like we do collaborative Twitch streams? Bro, bro, I could do that from home, bro. Kai said this is a streaming university in-person audition. I get it. You're saying that Kai sees everything, and if Kai sees everything, bro, do you know how many auditions? I mean, do you know how many applications has been sent online? You saying Kai sees everything, but let's keep it a beam, bro. Let's keep it a beam. He ain't seeing every online application, and if he is, he's skipping some of them shits. He ain't watching a whole two. Mind you, the application said you need at least 1 minute for the video, because you got to upload a video. You're gonna have to at least do 1 minute. That's millions of fucking minutes, nigga. He's not watching that. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How long is 1,000,000 minutes?
1,000,000 minutes is equal to about 694 days, 10 hours, and 40 minutes.
This nigga's not watching that, bro. So stop saying that, man. Stop saying, yo, he sees everything. He's gonna be and then you gonna have to, and then he gotta watch niggas that's on live on different platforms. We talking about Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Kick, bro. And there's other platforms that's niggas streaming on and making content on YouTube. Like, he's not watching all of that, bro. Why? Like, why are y'all fucking lying right now? Now I'm about to get in my bag because I was dead. I was dead. I was there from 9 a.m. to about the shit ended at like 5:56. I remember the time because I looked at the shit. I got to the door. I got to the door. I was like, shit. This shit ended as soon as I got to the door. I said, I've been here since 9. And mind you, throughout the whole day, we was hearing content creators like, yo, like people in the line was like, yo, these bigger content creators, they just skipping, they just going straight to the front. And it's mad cops here. The cops wasn't doing nothing. The cops wasn't like, yo, you gotta get in line. They was like, yo, you gotta get in line, but it wasn't really like, yo, you gotta either get in line or get in the sidewalk. And they ain't really care what part of the line you got in. So it wasn't like, they wasn't really like security. They was just there to make sure shit didn't really go awry like he did with the whole PlayStation 5 shit back in 2021. That's all it was. Like, this was a streaming university audition. This is my time to network with Cenat so he could see what I could do or what we could do in person and just see how we are in person, you know, to even get an eye or just to put our name in his head so he could look out for us. This wasn't, yo, come out here and stream with other content creators. Like, the fuck, bro? I could do that shit from home, gang. Do you know what I do when I get on Twitch? Sometimes when I don't be on live on Twitch, you know what I do? I browse Twitch and I sort content creators, or I search Twitch streams from the lowest views to the highest views. So I see the people with no views first. I go in there, I type in their chat. I type in a chat. I watch for a couple of minutes or a couple of hours. Sometimes I'll be watching for an hour. Sometimes I'll be watching for a few minutes. And sometimes I type in there for a little bit because I know for the requirements for some shit, for some people to get these certain achievements to get monetized on Twitch, you have to have a certain amount of people chat at the same time. You have to have a few watches for a couple of minutes. Like, I know how it is. So I sit there and I actually go through there and sit through that and, you know, try and help them get through their shit. I could do that shit from the crib, bro. Like, I could really do that shit from the crib, for real, for real. And these are all coming from people that's already established in this shit. And if that's the case, why y'all not, you know, connecting with content creators? Do you know how many people is in these people chats that's content creators and that's in these bigger Twitch streamers or these bigger streamers chats and whatever? Like, do that from there, bro. I don't need to go to streaming university auditions to connect and to network with other content creators. I could do that shit from the crib, gang, for real, for real. But I feel like I'm repeating myself. Let's go.
You already know how I usually feel about Diddy Frost on this channel, so using a clip of his and actually agreeing with him takes a lot from me. But I think that is the main point here. A lot of these up-and-coming creators seem to be missing the opportunity sitting right in front of them. It is unfortunate if you did not get to see Kai, but you were still standing in a line with all kinds of people right there at the Streamer U auditions. A lot of people would want to see what that experience was like. Even if you were not going live, just making a TikTok or even a YouTube vlog could have hit hard, and it would have shown viewers the reality of being there. You can still make content and get something out of simply showing up for the audition. Sure, it would be frustrating if a lot of the people on site were acting hectic, but putting all of that blame on Kai feels a little extreme to me. I would brush it off if it were only one person saying this, but there are other creators too, including some who got past stage 1 and were able to see Kai in person to some degree, or at least interact more with his team,
Pack them up,
who reportedly still had complaints. And that is where the whole discussion gets a lot more layered. Because once people start focusing on what could have been done differently, the conversation is no longer just about one bad day in a line. It becomes about expectations, access, and whether creators understood what kind of opportunity this was supposed to be. That is why the backlash online has stayed so active, even among people who never went to the audition themselves. A lot of viewers are not just reacting to the wait or the crowd, they are reacting to the way creators are framing the whole experience afterward. Some are saying the complaints feel overblown, while others think the criticism is fair and that the setup should have been handled more clearly. The claims remain disputed online, but the debate itself is what keeps pulling more people into it. And once that happens, every new reaction clip starts to get picked apart even faster.
Moved to LA so I can pursue my dream. I've been doing this since I was 12. So I came into the first application. I'm tired of shit, but I still put the fucking effort because I love it, bro. I haven't ate since 5 a.m. But we went to fucking IHOP on stream. Eve either. Eve hasn't fucking eaten. Like that ass. You're keeping humans in a fucking classroom for 5 hours, bro. I was getting pushed. My cameraman, Eve, was getting pushed, shoved. Bro had to fucking fight somebody for the spot. And then the motherfuckers that were just there first, they just get fucked at the end. And then Lacey comes, Dash, all these they just come get their fucking clips. And that's and that's it. Like, that's all they give a fuck about. Like, cool. They get their clips, it's fine. But at least let us fucking know, dude. And he comes in here saying, shut the fuck up, like.
Alright. Now, for one, I've been seeing this guy clip go around for mad long. And, I don't agree with it. For one, I was there with you, bro. And the fact that y'all even got inside of a classroom and was able to sit somewhere, you should be grateful, bro. Like, I don't really agree with this dude, and I don't even like his clip, to be honest with you. But I see a lot of people talking about this one person as if everybody in Sherman U has his same sentiment or his same feeling. Bro, for one, the New York one was way worse. People was out there for almost 24 hours, bro. Almost 30 hours. Some people was out there for almost 30 hours in the heat, standing up in the heat. And for two, Kai doesn't have to feed you, bro. Like, for real, Kai wasn't supposed to feed you. You a grown-ass man, bro. You were supposed to come with your own food, come with a sandwich, buy some food. Yo, I was in line, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. We seen a DoorDasher come and DoorDash to somebody in the line on some gangster shit, bro. That was some real gangster shit right there. Somebody got their DoorDash sent to them on the line, bro. That was what you were supposed to do. Or what we did with my little group, well, our little group in the line that we had, because we had it was 2 people ahead of me. They came together. It was one person ahead of them. He fucked with us. And it was 2 other dudes behind me. And we all made like a little group. We was all looking out for each other and we all held each other down. What we did was, if somebody wanted to go outside the line and make some content, we'll hold your spot for you. And all you got to do is just come back. Just come back and we'll hold your spot. Just come back, bro. Like, we already know you about to go make some content. Like, all right, you could just go make some content, come back and, do your thing. So people was holding your spots for you, and that was the thing. As far as networking to make content with other streamers, I get that. And that's what you're supposed to do at the end of the day if you're a real content creator. This was all a content farm for Kawz and that, really, at the end of the day. And I'm gonna show you that clip soon. But at least you actually got to like sit somewhere and wait somewhere under the AC, and you're bitching for 5 hours in a classroom. Nigga, have you ever went to school, bro? Like, niggas be in school for that long, bro. Like, it ain't no way you telling me you was not in school, bro. School's 5 hours, bro. Like, actually, like, stop playing, bro. Like, you wasn't really out there in the sun for 17 hours, bro. You wasn't out there for 17 hours. You was in a classroom with air conditioning, crying you didn't eat, which was your fault because you ain't bring food. And now you got all of these YouTubers with like this YouTuber we watching. He got 2.63K subscribers. This has 12,400 views in 11 hours. Bro, you're making money off your shit. So you don't need to go to streaming university. You don't need to be talking to people. You don't need to be going to streaming university. And the thing is, Kawz didn't. If you had a brain for once, you already know. And everybody on the line already knew. So I don't know why they making it seem like because this one guy sentiment is like he's supposed to see Cenat. We all knew he wasn't gonna see Cenat, bro. Like, stop it. Nobody on that line thought we was all seeing Cenat. We seen a lot going around the block twice. The door went around. The door was here. It went around the corner again, and then it went around another corner, bro. We all knew everybody wasn't seeing Kawz, bro. That was the thing. We all knew we wasn't seeing Kawz. Like, I don't know where y'all getting this sentiment from that everybody thought they was seeing Cenat, and it was gonna be we all guaranteed. Nobody fucking thought that, bro. Y'all big ass YouTubers with whatever subscribers and whatever followers y'all already got, y'all really got to get y'all head out y'all ass, bro. Cause the reason why y'all didn't go was because y'all didn't need it. Let's keep it a band. Let's keep it a real band. Y'all didn't need it. That's why y'all not going. And for one, to talk shit on niggas that went there, just taking the audition for face value. How y'all mad at us? Cause we went there thinking we was gonna see Kawz. Not all of us thought we was gonna see it, but at least niggas that got there at least early enough to make it there, we thought we was gonna do something. Like, we all ain't think we was gonna get in, but most of us did kind of think that at least got there on time and started making our way to the door. We kind of did think like, yo, we might be able to see him. Nobody in there went thinking we was all gonna get into Streaming University, see Kawz, present our shit, and we was all gonna get in. Nobody fucking thought that. Y'all YouTubers gotta get y'all head out y'all ass, dead ass. I've been watching these videos all week, and I'm gonna do more of these shits, but y'all YouTubers gotta get y'all head out y'all ass. Like, for real, for real. Nobody on that line thought that shit. For real, for real. We all knew we wasn't gonna see Kawz. We all knew we wasn't gonna get into Streaming University. And yes, most people on that line did make content. Now, this one person y'all keep clipping and y'all keep having in y'all videos, and I'm gonna do more videos on these Streaming University shits, and I'm gonna show y'all how many YouTubers keep posting his clip, but y'all not posting the people that actually make content out there. Cause for one, when I was out there and the shit was over, and I seen all of the people that was on Streaming University and they made their own content, people walking around doing little interviews and stuff, asking people like, yo, when you get in front of Cenat, what you gonna say? What's your story gonna be? Or people just doing regular content. Some people's doing regular dances. I did a little small interview with Queen's Flip. I did a small interview with Queen's Flip. I don't know if y'all know who Queen's Flip is. He another content creator, a big content creator from out here in New York. That shit did 6,000 on Instagram, a good almost 1,000 on TikTok. And it was only because on TikTok, I ain't really that active on TikTok. But being that it was Queen's Flip and I tagged Queen's Flip and I tagged Cenat, it kind of did a little bit of numbers that was a little bit irregular than the type of numbers I really do. Like, I have a couple of videos on there that do a band or do 2 bands, but that one about to hit a band. Y'all not showing niggas that actually make content out there. I've seen people actually do content out there, but y'all keep clipping this one complainer bitching about Streaming University. Like, for real, stop that shit. If y'all keep saying we should have networked and connected and made content together, then show that shit. Stop showing this one person that was bitching about some LA stream under some AC. Like, for real, I don't like that, gang.
And I do not want this to come off like some kind of Cenat praise segment. But a lot of the reactions I'm seeing right now seem to come from people who are not fully understanding the opportunity that was actually in front of them. For anyone who is not familiar with how this process worked, there were multiple steps to Kawz's audition. First, you had to stand outside in line, and there was no guarantee you would even make it into the building. If you did get inside, then you would go through an interview with members of Kawz's team, and they would ask basic questions like, what would you do if you got into Streaming University Part 2? Or how long have you been making content? That kind of thing. Then, if they approved you, you would get the chance to see Kawz himself. You would be in a room while he moved through other people, and eventually, hopefully, he would get to you and ask basically the same kind of questions. That is what that streamer seems to have experienced, and based on the complaints online, it looks like he either missed the bigger picture or did not really understand what the opportunity was supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, Kawz is turning all of this into a full YouTube video, and while all of that is happening, he is filming the process as part of the content. He is going to post it eventually, one way or another, and that means your face could end up in front of his audience, and probably a lot more people beyond that.
Well, why are people saying should smaller creators ever go? Yes. The thing is, chat, is what people don't see. Maybe this is like a, I don't know. Maybe I could be incorrect, but this is what I'm thinking, is people don't realize at the thing, because I saw a lot of clips, not everybody gets interviewed by Kai. If you've seen the way that these work, a lot of people are also getting interviewed by the team that is helping sort applications. Does that make sense? So like, even though it looks like Kai is only going through bigger streamers, they're also going through smaller streamers as well. And then they're picking out applications, but not everybody is getting all the way to be like, okay, we're gonna go do content with Kai. You know what I mean? Because he's one person. You can't have one person get through 2,000 people in a line. It's just.
But we all knew that. Everybody in the line already knew that. Once you looked at the line at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, almost about to be 1, Kai got there at 1:20. Kai got there at like 1:20 something, bro. He was 20 minutes late to his own event, the first event. And we already knew. We was like, yo, Kai should be able to have his manager. I think her name Brittany or something. Or whoever's in his teams. His organizers or whatever. Whoever's in Kai's team was screening people. We already knew that. Every single person already knew that. Because we like, yo, there's no way Kai seeing all of these people. And then we had people who went in who seen Kai. They coming back out and saying, yo, they screening y'all first before y'all go upstairs and see Kai. So we already knew that. We already knew that before this shit started. Why y'all making it seem like everybody thought that we was gonna go see Kai, bro? Like, niggas ain't never think that. And the fact that Kai wasn't more transparent about the process on seeing him, that's not our fault. That's not our fault because Kai didn't say, yo, for one, here's the process. You're going to wait in line. You're going to see this one person. We're going to see this one person and we're going to filter it out before you get to see me. You ain't saying that. You was like, yo, be here, be at this location at this time, and at this time you're going to see me. That was all he said, bro. So why y'all making it seem like we're bitching and complaining about us not seeing Kai? Nobody. Oh man, y'all keep putting this one person, bro.
Literally
Nobody
not possible
ever thought
unless
that
you gave everybody 10 seconds, and then everybody would be like, oh, but it's not getting a fair time.
I already used the excuse that I do not want this to turn into a glazing Kai Cenat video, so let me keep it moving. I'm sure a lot of you do not want to hear me repeat the same point over and over for 14 or 15 straight minutes either. But the reality is that a lot of these streamers I'm seeing complain about the event still seem to be missing the bigger picture. Again, these are the same people who are not really taking full advantage of the situation, while putting most of the blame on Kai himself. Based on everything I'm seeing, Kai is not only offering this as an opportunity, but he is also recording the process and giving these creators extra visibility. On top of that, plenty of people are coming to their streams just to see Kai, or to catch a glimpse of what is happening at the event. That is still major exposure, and if you are standing outside in line for a long time and getting frustrated with how people around you are acting, it is hard to put all of that on Kai Cenat. His team, from what I can tell, seems to be doing their best, and they appear to be telling people not to act out, not to hoard, and not to do anything reckless. And that is exactly why this whole conversation keeps spreading beyond the people who were actually there. Once a clip starts moving around online, it stops being just about a line outside an audition and turns into a bigger debate about fairness, effort, and what people think they were promised. Some viewers are focused on the frustration, while others keep pointing out that opportunities like this are never going to look polished for everybody. That is also why the responses from creators matter so much. The moment one person calls the setup unfair, another person jumps in to say the criticism is missing context. And suddenly, the situation becomes less about the event itself and more about who the internet decides to believe. That split is what gives the discussion its momentum, because every new reaction gets treated like proof of one side or the other, even when the full picture is still unclear. So at this point, the tension is not just coming from the audition process. It is coming from the way people online are turning the whole thing into a larger story about who handled it well, who did not, and what kind of reaction was reasonable in the first place. But at the end of the day, he cannot control thousands of people showing up in those huge crowds. It is a massive wave of people, and with that comes a massive wave of criticism headed his way too.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because you know what? You know who has control over thousands of people in the crowd? Security. security, bro. You had the NYPD there. So you had some shit organized just a little bit. And that's like saying, yo, when you go to a sports event or when you go to a concert, you saying these people can't control a crowd, these people can't control who's in a line and who skips a line and all of this stuff. Yo, I can't wait till I show you this video of Rakai Mans just walking past everybody at the New York one. And I seen him, but I ain't know who he is because I don't really fuck with Rakai like that. So I don't really know who he is. But he walked past the whole line, straight in the door, went upstairs, got his interview like that, bro. Just skipped everybody. And mind you, it was already late. It was already like 1 something. Ain't nobody get let in yet. And he already upstairs. So there is a way, bro. There's other events that have crowd control. And that's what they call it. They call it crowd control. There's other events that have crowd control. So this, like, stop saying Kai can't. Nobody's asking Kai himself to go outside and tell everybody to line up single file and get in order. Nobody's saying that. But the fact that you had the NYPD there, you had Atlanta PD. I don't even know what they call Atlanta police department, but you got LAPD, Atlanta PD, NYPD. Like, y'all had all of them there. You could have had some type of organization. Or hired a private security. At a private security that was able to control the crowd and at least organize some type of structure to the line. Instead of just having people go in and out the door. Like, for real, for real. Like, nobody's asking Kai to go out there and do this shit himself. Like, where are y'all getting this from?
2. So while the backlash is getting louder, a lot of viewers still seem to be missing just how hard it is to manage that kind of turnout.
Chat, it's like discouraging, bro, when, like, I don't know, people with motion can just skip and then, like, go to the front, bro, and not have to suffer, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to suffer, you feel me? And they just, like, go right through, bro.
If he went the hallway and also...
Yeah. I don't even know, Shala. The whole thing is just for no reason. I don't know. There's only so much that he could do, bro. He can't pick everyone, you know? He really can't, so...
Look at that, bro. Another one. This is LA. Everybody fucking knows this, bro. Everybody's like, yo, he can't see everybody. We already know he can't see everybody, so we know everybody not getting in. Where y'all coming up with, these people at Streamer University complaining because they didn't see Kai? 2 people, bro? Or probably 1 person? Or probably a few posters on Twitter? That's who y'all get it from. But meanwhile, everybody that was there saying, yo, we know Kai can't see everybody. So you gonna take a handful of people and put that on the other thousands? Like, be real with y'all.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry my tone's down, bro, because it's like, you gotta understand. I'm a little, I'm sad, but like, trust me, bro. Like,
bro, don't be sad.
You know, we're like, we meet him, bro, after all of that work.
Yo, when I got there, before I even got there, I was like, yo, I know I'm not going to see Cenat, but I'm going to go out there, wait in line, try to at least have hope that I would see him. But the main thing was to at least go say I tried and to network and make content with other content creators that was out there in my city. But I had in my head like, yo, if I don't get picked, I'm still not going to let that, interfere with my content creation. You still got to have that dog in you. Even if you went there, seen Kai or didn't, you still have to continue to make content. Kai is not gonna be the gateway for you to just be a big creator. Like, that's one thing I do agree with. Just because you went there to go see Kai, got into Streamer University, doesn't mean you're gonna be something, bro. It really doesn't. He's not the end all be all. You still have to put in the work. Put in the work. You still got to put in the work. For real, for real. Whether you get in or not. There's people that went to Streamer University last year. Barely anybody came back and was somebody. The main person that I know that came out there, that went out there and was somebody, was really Yana. Really Yana was the only one that came out there and became something. For real, for real. Everybody else kind of died off. Yana's the only one that's now in that upper echelon with them. With the Bender Dons. with the DDGs, with the Cenats, with all of those people, with the Deshae Frosts. Shit, Yana doing better than India Love, and India Love been popping since what, 2017, 2013? From Tumblr days, like for real. She doing better numbers than her. And most of the time, I see India Love online, but India Love ain't bringing the numbers in like a Yana right now. So you still had to be on your grind, and that wasn't going to be the end all be all. Like, bro, I'm still doing my still doing my reaction videos. I'm still doing my numbers. I'm still doing my grinds. I'm still doing this. Like, this was never gonna stop. I'm still gonna keep going. And mind you, niggas ain't never think there was gonna be a Streamer University 2. We thought after Mafiathon 3, he was never gonna do it when he said he was gonna stop and he came back, bro. Now there is a Streamer University 2, there's gonna be a Streamer University 3. There's gonna be a Streamer University 4. There's always gonna be another one. All you have to do if you don't get in now for this year is just continue. Just continue to make content and be consistent. That was the main thing he talked about, which everybody's flying over. Thinking that just because they're going to get in front of Kai and get an interview or whatever, that they was going to get in. No. If you started streaming this month, last week, 2 weeks ago, 5 months ago, you're not getting in. And he said that shit. He said you wasn't getting in. He want to see consistency, creativity. Don't use AI photos. Learn how to edit your own photos. If you don't edit or if you don't content create, be a cameraman. Be a manager, a marketer. Learn how to market learn how to market other content creators, because that's the thing. There was managers that for one, there was more roles than just streamers and content creators. You had streamers. Well, you had content creators. You had managers. You had cameramen, which is a big thing. We need cameramen because I want to start doing more IRL streams, but I just need a cameraman that fits my budget right now. So there was way more other roles you was able to do. And he was also, if you really peep, he was also testing the cameraman. Like, yo, what's up? What's your name? And if your cameraman talked, you was automatically denied out the gate. You was automatically denied, bro. Your cameraman shouldn't be talking. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really hear Kawz cameraman talk too often. I've heard him talk before, but he don't talk too often. And that's the thing. That was a test to see if your cameraman was legit. So I don't know what they be getting. I don't know what they be coming with.
Things don't pan out as we see, but I really love you guys, bro. 400 people in here is like, it's fucking insane. I'm very grateful, bro. I'm very grateful.
The biggest complaint I have seen, and the one that does feel a little fair, is bigger streamers seemingly skipping the line. When people were out there doing all kinds of waiting around, the other creators were still showing up, but they were not the same ones hanging around on scooters or staking out spots just to figure out where the place was. Those were the creators who, once they opened their phones and saw the location, basically just pulled up. And honestly, that is probably part of what having momentum looks like online. Still, I do not really think you can place all of that on Kai. Of course, he is going to want bigger streamers involved, so the auditions and Streamer University as a whole can get more attention. If you think that is a valid criticism, then fair enough, because I can understand why people would feel that way. It really does frustrate some viewers that someone like Jaden Violet here, and if you did not know, that is the streamer I am referring to, had to camp out or wait around the area just to get into that position, while Lacey could apparently just show up, send one text, and walk right in. That part is frustrating, and it genuinely does not look great. I do not really see a strong explanation for that.
These streamers, what are you doing? Listen, no, all these streamers went to these Streamer University auditions thinking that they were genuinely going to get accepted into Streamer University by auditioning in person, when that's just simply not the case. I see so many clips of people complaining about, oh, I've been stuck in this room all day. Oh, I've been waiting in line for 2 days. First off, Kai never told anybody to wait in line. They waited in line by their own will. Second off, if all these streamers are in one place in a room, instead of complaining about waiting and being there.
All right, so for one, this is the clip I was waiting for. Let me run it back just so we could have full context.
thinking that they were genuinely going to get accepted.
They thought they were genuinely gonna get accepted. Who the fuck said we was gonna get accepted, Lacey? Lacey, who said we was getting it fucking accepted? Nobody on that line in all the 3 cities ever said like, yo, I'm going to streaming university and I'm getting accepted. Nobody ever said we thought we was gonna get accepted, bro. We never thought we was gonna get accepted. Like, where are you coming up with that?
Into streaming university by auditioning in person.
And yes, we're going to the streaming university audition. That's what it's called, right, Lacey? Am I bugging? And I'm calling you out, Lacey. Am I bugging? The flyer says streaming university auditions. I'm auditioning, not a streaming university networking party. No, like that's not the title. It's not streaming university networking party. It's streaming university in-person auditions. So get your shit straight, because you're not reading shit right for real, for real.
When that's just simply not the case. I see so many clips of people complaining about, oh, I've been stuck in this room.
And you keep talking about this one bitch ass nigga in AC in a room for 5 hours complaining he was in a room all day. What about the people that actually stood in line? And mind you, you keep
all day. Oh, I've been waiting in line for 2 days. First off, Kai never told anybody to wait in line.
You right, Kai never told nobody to wait in line. But you know what? What you want people to do? If I see one person standing there, you think I'm supposed to just turn home where it's like, all right, I see one person there, I gotta go home, I don't got no chance. Like, no, people's gonna be like, all right, it's just one person there, I'm gonna wait behind him. Oh, it's 2 people there, I'm gonna wait behind him. It's 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people. I'ma just wait there. It's not that bad. And then, like, that's what it was. What do you think an audition is? Like, Lacey has never really, yes, I'm gonna give Lacey his respect. He's a legend and he's got it out the mud, but you ain't have to do this, bro. You never had to do this. You already got a million followers. You already got hundreds of millions of dollars. You already a big time streamer. You ain't have to do this. And then the dude called you out and said you was one of the niggas that came in here, got your clips, and then did. So you being a real hypocrite right now, cause you saying this shit right now, but he said you came in, got your clip, and then dipped. So how you talking about the niggas that went there, waited in line when you was one of the niggas that just came in and got the fuck up out of there? Like, stop it. You ain't even have to be there, bro. You already got your millions of subs. You already got your millions of dollars. You already got views and shit. You ain't have to be there. You wanted to be there so you can get your clips and make your shit better. Like, stop playing, Lacey. Stop playing with me, bro. That ass. Cause you be talking, you really talking some bullshit now. Cause you ain't have to do that. If anything, you actually made it worse. Just by you being there, made your followers come there and made that shit even worse now. Like, stop it, bro. Niggas ain't never go to that shit thinking we was gonna get accepted just for seeing Kai. Everybody on that line already knew that, bro.
They waited in line by their own will.
Because it's called an audition.
All these streamers are in one place in a room, instead of complaining.
Have you ever did an interview? Lacey, your last job, have you ever did an interview, gang? What was your last job interview? Because I bet you at that job interview, there was other people ahead of you and you had to wait on fucking line, bro. It probably wasn't a line, but you had to wait, bro. Like, stop it. This was a streaming university audition. An audition is damn near an interview. You had to wait, bro. You had to wait in some type of line. There's no audition, event, interview that you don't wait for some shit, bro. Unless you just the only nigga there. Like, stop playing with, like Lacey, really makes sense instead of downing people for even trying something, bro. Just for trying. Remember, a lot of these big content creators, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, a lot of these big content creators, y'all seeing right now, most of them, especially these new ones, they only got these amount of subs and these amount of followers because they started streaming during the pandemic. Everybody was home, they had nothing to do, they was just watching, and they didn't have to quit their job. And I'm not suggesting nobody quit your job. Please do not quit your job just to be a content creator. That's the most dumbest thing you could ever do in your fucking life. Please don't. This shit is expensive. These lights, this green screen, this camera, all of this shit costs money. And a lot of y'all like doing IRL streams, and y'all want to quit y'all job to do an IRL stream, which is the dumbest shit in the world. You need money to go fucking outside to do shit. Nobody gonna watch you just be in a park all day eating sandwiches. Like, stop it. So, like, really make that make sense, bro. Nobody, like, and for one, how many people was complaining, bro? Actually show me people that was actually happy about the event, that went there, actually did connect, create content about being at Stream University. Shit, that's what I did. I'll show you on my phone right now. That's what I did. I was happy. I got my little interview with Queen's Flip. My shit doing numbers. That's satisfying for me, and I like that shit. So, like, stop playing. Stop acting like people wasn't there creating content when y'all only want to show the people that was complaining. Like, let's be a being. Y'all only showing that 1, 2, 3 people that's complaining about Streaming University. Y'all ain't really showing the people that was actually there creating content the way y'all saying we was supposed to be there creating content.
About waiting and being there, network, talk to other streamers, create content, prove that you can create content.
And here's another thing. The whole interview with Kai is us creating content. People's going in there with their phones. Meanwhile, Kai is streaming himself and streaming y'all for this shit. Kai, like, other people was going there with their phones already on live. I was walking to that shit live, bro. I was walking to this shit live. My phone was about to die, so I had to cut the live off and had to start it back again. And people was over there creating content already. If you there for mad hours, you're gonna create content because we're all content creators, bro. Like, what you think we was gonna do for 5, 6 hours being bored? We're gonna create content and network. We're all content creators here. But this is not me pull up to this is not a Streaming University network event. This is a audition. Like, it's an audition, bro. I'm here to put myself in front of Cenat to show him what I have, to show him my capabilities to be a streamer or be a content creator, and to see if I could get in Streaming University and showcase my talents and showcase what I got going for me. That's what it was about. It wasn't about me. And then, bro, Lacey got me fucking tight, bro, because I keep seeing his shit
that
going
are now
on.
complaining about, oh, I didn't get in, I didn't get to do this, I just waited in this room for 6 hours, while they're sitting in rooms with other streamers. You just proved you can't create content in that environment.
He proved he can't create
you just
content.
proved that.
And Lacey, be honest with you, bro, he got you in a kerfuffle right now, because you know why? Y'all keep talking about him and y'all keep recycling his shit. He trolling y'all like that or clip farming y'all like that. He's actually showing he's made content, and y'all keep talking about him, which shows that content, that complaining he was doing, it got y'all talking though, right? It got y'all talking, right? It caught Lacey's eye. Lacey talking about him. DDG was talking about him. Deshae, like, come on, y'all want to talk about that one person, and I know it's that one person because he's the only one. He's the only clip I've been seeing that said that shit.
By sitting there complaining
and that was day 2, 2 days after, bro.
And then blaming Kai when they think Kai's a fucking Superman and can go through 10,000 people. No, but I guarantee Kai would be scrolling and see Stream University clips. I guarantee if there were content creators there that were smaller.
No, but the reason y'all keep talking about his shit, now Kai is only gonna see his shit. Y'all not promoting the other people that was there, showcasing and creating content that was there. Y'all only talking about this one person. So now when Kai goes on TikTok, Twitch, or what Instagram or whatever, he keeps seeing that one clip. Y'all taking away from the other people that was really there and had a genuinely good time, bro. Like, stop it. Y'all making no sense. Y'all just want to shit on smaller streamers that's acting like we not trying to get it out the mud, bro.
And they got a funny clip, or they posted a clip. Kai's gonna see that, but no. Instead, they'd rather sit there and they'd complain and play the victim and try and blame Kai. It is bullshit. It is, and it made me mad. 'Cause I see all these people complaining when Kai didn't have to go in person and Kai didn't stream. He didn't stream. He was giving other streamers opportunities to go get their names out there to...
That's a fucking lie, Lacey. I gotta hold you right there, my boy. I gotta hold you right there. He wasn't streaming, but he was definitely recording something. A couple of hours ago, he just dropped something about Streaming University, because if you was looking on the other side of that room, he had a cameraman there. He wasn't streaming, but he was recording for YouTube, bro. So you can't say just because he wasn't streaming, he was doing it for y'all. No, he was doing it for his YouTube channel, bro. This was all just a promotion for Streaming University.
Go create content on their platforms, and that was him basically doing a favor, getting people an opportunity to put their names out there, and people want to sit here and complain.
My biggest thing, and what I think a lot of people are missing about these StreamView auditions, is the point Lacey seemed to hit right on the head. Putting creators into an environment like Streamer University Part 1, especially when they are smaller and still trying to build momentum, is supposed to push networking, conversation, and real interaction. If someone is just streaming like they are still sitting alone in their bedroom talking to chat, then they are not really using the setting the way it is meant to be used. And that is probably the part he does not want repeated. A lot of streamers from Stream University apparently did not stand out much because they stayed in their room, or they kept acting like they were not even at StreamU. They were going out in public, but not really connecting with people, not trying to start TikTok trends, not aiming for clips, and not linking up with other creators in any meaningful way. So something like the streamer...
Bro, I don't need to fucking do that. I could go to a Facebook group. I could go to a Twitter about to get rid of the communities, but I could go to a Twitter community and link up with different streamers. I could just type on Twitter, yo, you know what? I could go on Instagram and be like, yo, streaming get together. Streaming content creator get together networking thing. Like, I could do that on my own, bro. I'm trying to get into Streaming University and get on Kai's stream so I could put myself in front of everybody. Like, why y'all acting like this wasn't the goal in the first place? Why y'all not talking about how Kai did not actually give clear instructions on what was being done? Man,
auditions is basically Streamer U Lite, a chance to see whether people can actually do that kind of work before they get picked for the full event.
For Streaming U.
And from the reaction online, it seems like some people took that opportunity and turned it into complaints instead of making something out of it. And that is where the conversation starts getting a lot more layered, because once people begin comparing who had the easiest access and who had to work the hardest just to be seen, the whole audition process turns into a bigger conversation about status online. Some viewers are reacting to the fairness angle, while others think the criticism is ignoring what the event was actually supposed to test. That divide is what keeps the discussion moving so fast. At the same time, this is also why the smaller creators keep getting pulled into the center of it. If someone feels overlooked, they are going to talk about it. If someone else thinks that complaint is overblown, they are going to push back just as hard. So instead of one clean reaction, you get a mix of frustration, defense, and people trying to prove their point through clips and posts. That kind of back and forth makes the whole situation feel bigger than just one audition line. It becomes a test of who people think deserves a spot, who can adapt to the environment, and who is only reacting once the moment has already passed. And online, that distinction matters a lot, because once the audience starts picking sides, every small detail gets treated like it says something much larger about the event itself.
I'm lazy as fuck. I don't care if you're 50 years old and you want to do it. I don't care if you were, if you stream, if that's something that you do and you are passionate in, you think that you just need a little bit of oomph, I don't care about you going to Streamer University. I care about moments like this where y'all bitch and moan and y'all clearly are not putting in the work to even get noticed on any fucking level. You think Cenat gives a fuck about a mural? You think he gives a damn that you spent all day following him and things like that? No, he did not. You do it because it's something that you really want to do, and you just enjoy the process, big dog. Mind you, here's my problem. You sat in line with people all day. Y'all sat in line with people all day, like-minded individuals. How many of you niggas connected with each other in line? How many of you guys sparked up a stream or sparked up some content right then and there? Because you waiting for Cenat to give you an opportunity. And honestly, he did give you an opportunity. You had an opportunity to make content around being at Streamer University. You could have been talking to people in line. Y'all could have been streaming it. There were people streaming this, but you didn't. You decided to get in your car and mope and groan about the fact that you didn't get into a once in a lifetime.
The biggest issue people keep pointing to with the Streamer U auditions, or really Streamer U as a whole, is that it is exposing the people who do not actually seem interested in becoming content creators. A lot of the criticism online is that some people just want Mr. Kai here to hand them a golden ticket to quick money, and that is not really how any of this works. Being chosen for Kai's platform, or even getting into Streamer University, does not automatically mean you are about to go from making zero money to making millions overnight.
That's a fact, though.
And honestly, if someone is not passionate about this, or does not really want to make content in the first place, they are probably not going very far no matter what platform they are placed on, or what opportunities come their way. That is the part this whole Streamer U situation seems to be bringing into focus more and more. But at the end of the day, that is just how I see it. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do that is the comment section down below, because this video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy it, maybe give it a like. And if you want more content like this, consider subscribing, because I post videos like this every single week. If you do not want to miss the next upload, hit that bell icon so you get notified the moment a new video goes live. And with how fast this Streamer University...
Alright, yo, so that looked like the end of his video. I'm gonna just end this right here because this is not gonna be the last Streamer University video we're doing today. We're gonna do more. Actually, I'm about to load up another one right now. But yeah, we're just gonna end it right here, bro.